Hello everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're the Shady Tree Stitches. Coming to you for Flosstube Season 6, Episode 15.
Okay, glad you looked that up.
Only because I just published number 14 the other day.
Right.
And it is another retreat special. So we are this weekend at the DaisyChain Stitching Retreat, which is a cross-stitch retreat in the Hunter Valley.
In Pecolbin.
Thank you. I was about to say, Jen, you can say that because if you watched just last year, I cannot say that name of that suburb. So it's about a 25-minute drive from my home. So Jenny's staying with me while we go to the retreat.
Yep.
And we thought we'd film in here in my stitching room, which is also my guest bedroom for crafty people. And look, we've got crafty backdrops. So again, like I always say, thank you for joining us. If you're new, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy what you see. If you do, hit the like and subscribe button, and the little bell will notify you when we put up a new video.
Yep.
We generally do a couple every month, and we have a special guest. Well, she said, "Hi, I was just getting up." This is my parents' dog, Emmy. I'm minding her, and she decided to come in with us to film. All right. So, what have we got in store for the people in this video, Jenny?
Well, it's the usual kind of retreat special. So there will be our goodie bag from the retreat. There will be any purchases that we've made, anything we've picked up from the freebie table. Stitchy kindness. Potentially raffle prizes. Not that the raffle tickets have gone on sale yet, but there's already a table out with all the raffle prizes so that we can see them, which is very exciting. And the reason we can see them is because the bags are clear. So
yeah, we can show you that.
Yes.
In our goodie bag. And also the behind the floss tubers in the wild segment. There is a few of them around as well. So lots of good things.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to actually kick off in a very weird order. And then at the end, maybe, if you're lucky, you might see a bit of stitching.
Well, yeah.
Let dog out.
Because, yes, I realised when I filmed my little extra bit of the goodies from the day, no, this is DaisyChain, from the JK's retreat, I didn't send Lisa, I forgot to film the stitching that I'd done.
Yes.
But it was only a week ago, so I figured, well, it can all go in this one. So
how much stitching did you actually do?
At the retreat, I didn't add it up, but more than I managed it. At the last Stitching in the Mountains one, I was working on one of the Mill Hill kits on perforated paper.
Right.
So yes, but that you will see that later on in this video.
All right, let's start with the goodie bag. So the goodie bag came.
Yeah, so it's clear.
There we are.
I've pulled all my bits out and put them in the other part of the.
Well, she's going to show you, but
yes.
Yeah, it all came beautifully done
Yes.
in a gorgeous little tote bag.
Yes.
And then, as well as that, we also got. I'll show mine.
Uh-huh.
We also got one of these really cool. You can cross stitch on it. And I have to say, I thought this would be what the pattern would be for stitching on this.
Ah.
But it wasn't. So.
So that's from It's So Emma.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
What do we get in the goodie bag?
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me.
All her stuff's in there.
Yeah, I just tucked it all in together because then it was contained.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so in the goodie bag we got a Daisy notebook, and to go with it, another one of the highlighter pen combos, which are really very useful.
Yes.
I take mine for things like this because then I get a highlighter and a pen all in one.
So that's really good. Teresa does such a great job.
We got not one but two ginger stitch needle minders. Yeah, that way.
And in particular, this one he made especially for us with like a memorial.
Oh, hang on, but it's put.
It's hard to see it.
It's and it's focusing on me, not you.
Anyway, it says the DaisyChain Stitches Retreat 2024. Yes. So he made one of them as a memento, and the theme is basically like bees and honeycomb, like to play around with daisies.
As you will see. So also in the retreat bag, but also from Ginger Stitch, we got one of the sets of
mini floss drops.
Which if I there we go.
Yes. You
can see have the honeycomb.
Apparently Teresa has the unofficial patent on this colour from Ginger Stitch.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Because we also got one of those floss organizer thingy whatsits.
Yeah.
And this, which apparently is a thread winder.
Yeah, so it's one of the little thread winders, little size to put your floss around when you want to cut it. And that's super cute. And he's engraved stuff on it. So really clever. Highly recommend Ginger Stitch AU for all those sorts of things.
Yep. We got a pair of scissors. I haven't tested mine yet, but one of the people sitting on my table has tested theirs and said very good.
And the thing is, they're not nose hair clippers.
No.
That's a story. Go back to DaisyChain retreats and find the story on that.
We got some more DaisyChain floss drops. So
she lets you cut your own, like punch your own holes in them.
Yep. We got another needle threader with a little daisy, which is slightly different to the daisy that came on the one last year. Because she likes to do similar.
She likes the theme and
yes. And then we got from Mojo Stitches, we got one of the neck light things.
Is that from Mojo?
Well, they were together.
No.
Oh,
the light thing will be from Teresa.
Okay.
But Mojo Stitches pattern.
This is the retreat pattern this year, so it's a little needle book.
Yes, which is what I am currently stitching on.
Full kit. Full kit as usual with the inside fabric and everything.
Jo does such an amazing job. She's so talented. So, yes.
And I've seen Teresa's stitched hers up, and it's quite little. So last year we had an ort tray, and this year we've got a needle book.
Yeah, nice to have some practical stitching retreat gifts.
Yes.
Is that all from
that's all from the retreat bag. Yes.
So, as usual at the DaisyChain, it's a retreat that does a bit of everything, and you'll see that on the film around when I do that. There's a brag table. Yeah. There's a freebie table.
So no, it's the brag wall.
It's a table and a wall.
Well, yes,
yes, and there's also
well, yes, because some of the things can't be pinned.
Yeah,
that's true.
The freebie table, and then the small change table.
Yep.
So let's start with the freebie table. What did you manage to get off this freebie table?
I got quite a few bits and pieces.
Yeah, me too.
So I picked up this kit, which is like it's the full kit, cards and thread and everything, to make some little gift tags. I got one of the Thomas Kincaid Beyond Spring Gate. It looks to be the full kit. There's the printed fabric and the threads and the pattern. So it's one of those embellished ones.
And Jenny came to me and said, I got one like yours. And I looked at it and went, that's the same one as mine. We can now have a stitch along. And I corrected myself because it's not a stitch along. It's a French knot-a-thon.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to be able to do that together.
I picked up this magazine because I liked the picture of that one on the front. That says, it is the sweet, simple things of life which are the real ones after all. I thought that was cute. So, I picked up, this one's obviously been taken out of a magazine, but I really liked all the colours and the flowers in that one. I got a Teresa Wentzler. Yeah, I know. I've already got two on the go, and I have the pink. But this is a smaller one and more manageable, and I could potentially even just do one of the flowers separately. A sort of samplery one with cranberries. And we're not getting old, we're getting awesome.
That's us. We're getting awesome. Well, the awesome Jenny got me this off the freebie table. It was a Marbeck Angel that I don't think I have this one. She found another one that I did already have, so I put that one back. When I went to the freebie table, the first thing I saw...
A juniper!
Well, it's not a juniper.
But
it's almost a juniper. It's a Glen Clyde house from Hamilton by Nostalgia, Tasmania, 1992. So I had to pick that up.
Ooh.
I found a Stitch or Die pincushion. I'm actually tempted to change the die to DYE.
Yes,
I stitch
very
and die.
clever, very clever. Yes.
I found this rather cute kit, and I'm actually thinking it might make a really good present for somebody. I just haven't decided who yet. But it's the full kit. I don't know if it's all three patterns or just one. I can't tell. Oh no, three Christmas cards.
3 Christmas cards. There you go. Haha.
So super cute.
Ooh.
I also got what looks like the whole kit that someone kitted up of this cute little Aussie Santa. Well, he looks onto the Aussie Santa. Me, Santa Cruz, but you know.
Yeah.
Jenny also found, or Michelle.
Yeah.
One of them gave me this one off the freebie table, which is a magnetic notepad.
And yet, so you stitch. It was me. So you stitch the pattern and then you slide it in under the perspex, and you can write on top of it.
I see. Yes. So you basically stitch the backing.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jenny. Oh, yeah. And then the other three I got were research materials.
Yes.
I think someone found this one for me too. So Jenny again. Samplers and motifs in cross stitch. So it's just, you know, nice basic research stuff for samplers, which will be, well, always comes in handy.
Yep.
I got myself a selection that's 64 different designs, and I can't show you because it doesn't.
No, they're all just coloured charts. Yeah, there's no stitch pictures.
You know, there's things like butterflies and
vegetable.
Yeah.
Why would you want to cross stitch vegetable?
Might never know.
Yeah.
And of course, this
book,
Arilla's Australia in cross stitch. And I know I've seen this one before, and it's got a whole bunch.
Oh wow!
Beautiful Australian things again for research for my, you know, designs. I'm always up for doing. Oh, look at this. This is very me. This page. Oh, sorry, the pattern. Some cute little cottages. Just lots of yummy things. So a bit of research material for me. And that was the freebie table. All right, now we do say there is a precursor on this that we may have extra to add.
Yeah,
we don't know what else is coming. So this we just thought.
Hang on. I have done a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, no, I hadn't got there yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So we just thought we'd start filming this on the first night so that we don't have to do all our filming on the last day.
Yes. Yeah. So there may be people that come tomorrow who weren't there today who add more things to the freebie table, and we go back and find more things that we want.
So yes, how have you got for stash acquisition?
So not a whole lot. So the Bothy Threads kits that I showed in the last one, I did buy some of Teresa's linen to swap out the Ada. Unfortunately, I have already packed them back with all. I'm staying with Lisa now instead of with Liz and Nerida. So Liz has some of my stuff in her car. But yeah,
she doesn't have a car. She's sharing rides.
We decided that we didn't need 3 cars at our holiday cottage for the week. So and from Tessa, I can't remember what her
I've got her here.
business name
I've got
is.
it. Just give me a minute. I've got a card. Here we come. I grabbed it. Willowbrook Threads and Fibres.
Yes, and I got myself a cool little thread floss ring bling, which I thought was a little bit reminiscent of the Bothy Threads. So that's going to be for when I start my Bothy Threads kits. Yes.
While you're talking about Willowbrook Threads and Fibres,
yes.
I got this cute little project bag, totally quilted, absolutely stunning. She does a fantastic job, really top notch. So I got that one because I thought it was just super cute. And then I may or may not have bought someone a Christmas present that they may or may not have said they wanted and they couldn't decide, and I said, well, someone could buy you a Christmas present, may or may not.
I don't know what she could be talking about.
So you have to wait to see that.
And I have put in an order with Taryn for there was one project bag set that she had that I really liked the main material, but the inside not so much. So I thought it doesn't hurt to ask, does she have more of the outside fabric, and she can make me one with inside fabric colour that I like. So yes, she has more. So that will be coming some point.
So teaser handmaids for those who are on Facebook. So as I was paying for someone's, I found this cute bag.
Oh, very cute.
So I had to get it because it's super cute.
Yes.
And then,
oh,
how could I not? Look at those kitties.
There was also a project bag with that material, but Liz snapped that up first.
I know who would have snapped that up, yeah. But hey, I've got a tiny little, because I so need more tiny notions. Although these are really isn't good when you've got a big project and you want to keep your threads.
Yes.
Contained.
Well, yes, because the one that I'm ordering, it's a set. It's the project bag and one of those little no-seam pouches and a grime guard, all matching coordinated fabric.
So that then gets us to Stitchy Kindness.
Okay. Well, first off, Liz went round.
Oh yes.
She'd made little tiny, zipper pulls in chainmail. So we all got one of them with a little daisy on the bottom.
I have one of them, but it's back on the.
And then I'm sitting with Maureen again, who I was sitting with at JK's, and we got
which is a total fluke, by the way.
Well, yeah, because this time we were not. It wasn't chosen tables. It was just where there was a seat. We got more. So we got Stitchy Kindness, like a little table present from her last weekend. We got more this weekend. So there's one of those acrylic thread organisers. I've just got to get it so you can see. So she is apparently the nocturnal stitcher.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And then, now these, I got two the same, although they're packaged differently. Nerida got one set of finished embroidery labels and she got one set of fabric. So you can label your fabric. So this is pretty cool. So it's got, stitched by, date started, date finished, chart name, designer, fabric, and notes. And then you can stick it on your project when you're done. And so it would seem that Maureen has her own little business.
Elderly stitching, or she knows someone else who does.
Yes, orderly stitching.
Yeah, orderly.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So that's very cool.
There you go.
And I don't mind having 2 packets of the finished ones because, I can fill one of these in and send it. So the one that I did for my cousin's little boy, I haven't, because I took it and they were going to get it framed. And for Isabel's on the back, I wrote a little note saying,
you can send that
to cousin Isabel, love from big cousin Jenny. I need to do one for Raffy too. So maybe he can get one of those.
Awesome. So there you go, guys. We'll be back with you tomorrow with some footage of the actual retreat. Well, good morning, people. It's the last morning of the retreat.
Yes, sad.
Sad. It's been a great retreat, and we just wanted to show you the drive to the DaisyChain Stitchery retreat from about halfway from my house, because it is the most gorgeous drive through the vineyards of the Hunter Valley.
Yes, and all the older style Australian cottages and things like that. So
just gorgeous. So we thought we'd give you a bit of a chat and drive. Hopefully the volume's okay. I don't know how to get rid of the car noise. If anyone has any hints of how, please do let me know. I can't attach a headset mic to this. I do have the media pack on the GoPro. But I can't, this version doesn't let me attach like a wireless mic. Or even a plugged mic, so I can't put a mic on me instead of it on the GoPro on the window.
Right.
So that's why you get the sound of the car. And when I first did this in Natalie's EV, it was quieter because there was no engine noise, you just had road noise.
Yes.
But every time I do it, you get engine noise and road noise.
Yes, and this road will be a little bit noisy because while the scenery is beautiful, the road surface is not. No.
So
but anyway,
Jenny and I thought we would jump on and give you basically our recap as we drive.
Yes.
Because when we get there, we're doing our interviews with Flosstubers.
Yes.
Because they all said yesterday we'll do it last night, and then last night they all said we'll do it tomorrow. So they're coming today after this. And then we'll have Jenny and I'll get back together to show you our stitching and say farewell. Yes. So, what's been your favourite thing, Jenny, about this DaisyChain retreat?
I think, I know we always talk about the people, but it's not just the people, but it's reconnecting with people that I've seen last year and the year before, and that because we've only spent a couple of days each year with these people, but because it's been concentrated a couple of days, you really actually get to know each other quite well. And so that's been really lovely, catching up with some of the people that I've seen at previous retreats, and some of them I saw last weekend at JK's retreat as well, but so I think for me it's the reconnecting part of it, and also with you, because we didn't get that much time to spend together at JK's because we were sitting on different tables, and the DaisyChain retreat, it's not set tables, so you can move around a little bit more. And certainly as we get towards the evening session, like a lot of people leave, like go to dinner and don't come back.
Yes.
And so then the tables that are left kind of consolidate. And last night we had a bit of a sing-along as well, and because it was all like 80s and 90s music.
It's very fun, and it was good. Well, it's funny because like my biggest complaint about last week's one's actually been sort of my favourite thing about this one.
Yes.
Is that, oh my goodness, the catering.
Oh yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm obsessed by food now on my Flosstube, but I'm not. But oh my goodness, there will be pictures at the end of examples of my morning tea platter. Like, there's no complaint here. That and this year they did a different thing. They brought like platters to each table.
Yes. Instead of us lining up and filing through the kitchen to collect our, we still had to do that for lunch, but for morning tea and the first day for the sort of charcuterie board thing, they brought it to the table, which okay is a little bit awkward trying not to get food on your stitching, but it meant less queues in the kitchen, more choices of food, because if you are the last person in the queue, then you only get whatever's left. But this way, everybody gets a choice of the same things.
Yes.
But I would agree with you. And so, because with the sandwiches, just as a comparison, JK's for lunch, we got white bread triangle sandwiches. This time, yes, we got triangle sandwiches, but there was grainy bread and there were wraps and there was a lot more greenery in said sandwiches as well.
Yes, a lot more choice.
And a fruit platter, and yes. So I was happy with the food.
And I was happy because I actually got two triangles of sandwiches that were gluten-free and absolutely scrumptious.
Yes.
As far as the actual stitching, I will show you in a minute, but I have actually done a SAF. I have stitched and personalised the retreat piece by the lovely Joanna from Mojo Stitches. It's just sort of, it seems like she's doing a bit of a series of needle motion sort of.
Yes. Last year it was the Ort tray, and this year it's a little needle book.
Yes. So love it. So you'll get to see that. So the fact that I've been able to actually SAF it is great.
Yes.
So today I finally
I didn't start this weekend. I have made great progress on the 2022 retreat piece from this retreat, which I started last year while I was in Europe. I'd taken it to Europe because it was a little project that was easily portable. So I figured this weekend was the perfect weekend to do some more work on it. Yes,
and what I really like about at the DaisyChain retreat is it's really easy and comfortable to walk around and see what everyone's stitching. And everyone's happy to share, and also like it's not noisy. There's 70 to 80 people there. But it's just like the hall has really high ceilings.
Yes.
And so the noise dissipates.
Yes, and Teresa always has tunes going, which I think it means that you don't feel like you have to talk, because there is always that little bit of background noise anyway, which is, and it's as I said, sort of 80s and 90s music, but for the most part we are all women of a certain age, so it is our era.
Although we are very varied.
Yeah, there are some younger ones and some older ones.
Yes, so it's really good. Alright, so what are you looking forward to about the last day today? I mean, obviously not the fact that it's the last day.
I don't know if there's anything particular. I mean, apart from the fact that it's another glorious sunny day here in the Hunter.
Yes, and unfortunately we're stuck behind a slow car for you to smell as we're going through this gorgeous road. This is stunning the way these trees are. We just, as we drove this each day, we thought you guys would like to see it.
Yes.
I mean, isn't this just beautiful?
With all the gums and
Yes, do you know what type of gums these ones are? They look like stringy bark ones
I have no idea. Potentially. Well, that one certainly, yes. So the ones where it's all sort of peeling off a bit, they're stringy barks,
Yeah, there we go. They turned off to a winery. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning here, and they're heading to their winery for breakfast.
Well, if you are here for the wine tasting, you've got to start early if you want to hit all the ones that you've got to go to.
Oh my goodness, there's no way you could hit all wineries. No, I'm just thinking, like, there's so many wineries. If you like wine, we definitely recommend coming to our backyard.
Yes.
The Hunter Valley is a really good place to come.
And you get all the varietals here, and a lot of the wineries, if they don't grow it here, they may also have vineyards in Orange, which is another area of New South Wales not too far away, to get the different varieties of wine, so that they would sell all of their wines at both their vineyards, but it means you get more variety to try here, even if it's not grown locally. It's still grown not too far away.
And I do always have an open invitation to any stitchers that if you're coming to the Hunter Valley, please let me know, and if I can fit in a way to say g'day, I will.
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward to the fact that we usually have a group photo.
Oh yeah, that's right, we do. Yes, on the steps at the front. Yeah. Yes.
And it's just nice to see everyone all together, and it's a glorious day for it. And I'm also looking forward to the fact that we didn't bring the stand. We should have done that. We do our videos.
Yes.
And the people we interview are the same people each year.
Yes.
And I like that because you get to see a bit of a continuation.
Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing. So we're talking about reconnecting with people. There's one lady, Erin, who she's working on a chatelaine, and she brings it to the retreat, which might sound crazy, but to see how much she's done in the last 12 months is just astounding.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool. Like she is beating as she goes, because those doing chatelaine work, they are enormous, and so she started in the middle and she's working her way out, and she's almost to the edges now. It's really cool.
Really cool. That's great.
There will probably be footage of that, because I know Lisa was wandering around yesterday filming the tables.
I'll put all the footage of tables in after this, so you know what's coming. Lots of people are shy, and I fully respect that, so they don't want to be on the camera. But most people don't mind us showing what they're stitching on.
Yes.
So you'll be able to see, if the background noise is not too much, you'll be able to hear what I said as I went along. But if not, it'll just have music, and you'll be able to see all the beautiful stitching.
Yes.
And I must say, the Smalls Exchange blew me away with the variety and the quality of smalls. You'll see that as well.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's always really interesting to see not only what people choose to stitch, but all the different finishing options, because there were lots of different. There was no, it wasn't a spool. It was a little mouse on a spool.
Yeah.
There was my little sort of pinwheel-esque finish. There was a square cushion. There was a box. Someone had done a box top.
A whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
And I'm always
project bags. Quite a few project bags, including the one that I got.
Yep.
Which we will see later.
So that's basically it, guys. All I can suggest is that you take every opportunity you can to get to a retreat, in person or virtually if you can't travel, because just the camaraderie.
Oh yeah.
And the seeing other people and talking to other people,
and the encouragement as well.
And
I did my first pin stitch yesterday.
Oh, very exciting. Yeah, you learn new things.
Yeah. And because some of the people coming to retreats are newer stitchers, so for them it is such an amazing learning experience, and being encouraged to try new things. And I know I talk about Nerida, my friend, a lot. She is one who, having come to a couple of retreats now, every time she says the people are so lovely and so encouraging, and she's stitching on linen now, and she's had the courage to change the colours of threads in a project, whereas before it's like, this is what the pattern says, so this is what I'm going to do. So she's proud of herself. I'm proud of her too. The leaps and bounds that she's had with her stitching is just, it's so exciting, because I love it when other people love what I love too. And
me too, because it's a community, and we just love, and I think it's something that our modern community misses, is the old sewing circle, getting together and chatting and helping each other and building each other up and working together. So and
it's not just women. We know that DaisyChain is all women, but I know just Chris Hemsworth was interviewed on the Drew Barrymore show this week, and he talked about loving cross stitch as a kid, and so it's not just for women. It's not just an old lady thing. It's and particularly these days, some of the subversive cross stitch and all that kind of stuff. And I did see there's one finish on the brag table. Because we always talk about our Aussie word of the week, month, whatever it is. There's one. Which I'm sure we will emphasise, but it's got some Australianisms.
We do. We will show you that one probably when we get there.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're about to come over the hill to the venue, but I should probably film as we go up the driveway.
Yes, because it is a very pretty venue up on a hill, and it's just gorgeous.
So this is the approach to the venue. It's right opposite the Ben Ian Vineyard. Okay.
Looks like lots of people are there already today.
Yeah, well, we are 9:05. So.
Yes, and it's the last day, so people want to be there on time.
Yeah, but it's okay because I go and park at the back anyway. So here we go. We go up the driveway.
And that's the RFS, the Rural Fire Service, in front of us.
Yes. Well, we do have some Australian words of the week to share with you later when we're talking.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's go up the driveway. Let the downward car. Some hubbies dropped someone off. Up the driveway, run over. So you should see the beautiful venue.
Yes.
And I will drive all the way around the back and give you the view out the front, I think, if I can. I have exclusive. Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, no.
All right, I'll have to just park behind Teresa.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'm going to do my quick little spin around the room. See everyone who's stitching, what they're stitching on. This table's gone walkies for morning tea. Just like to give you an idea of people's setups, what they're stitching on. This is my table down here. They won't mind me shooting up close, so Renata's doing a Christmas tree Santa thing.
Christmas delivery.
Christmas delivery. Who's it by? Oh, I put her on the spot. I didn't even warn her. Cottage Garden Samplings.
That's it.
Yep, I can see that. Thank you. Lucy's currently stitching on the tablecloth where we all put our initials. Michelle is trying to beat me and doing a good job
I am
of it,
going
that
to.
retreat piece. Yeah, because I'm busy doing other things. And Gigi is not trying to beat me.
No, for sure.
So we've got some regular embroidery happening here. I don't ask, I just film. Here to see Tessa handmade shop, my Paddock Lane design shop, Tessa, we talked about last night, brag table, up to DaisyChain shop. They're coming in here, we've got all the lovely raffle prizes, absolutely stunning. We've got some more stitching here. right, guys.
Oh.
We are here.
Blown by the wind.
And there's the wind, right on cue. We are here with the lovely Tessa.
Hello.
And Tessa, tell us where you're from.
So I'm from Bathurst in New South Wales, so central west, inland.
Keep talking. I will just keep worrying about the wind.
Yeah, so we're at the DaisyChain Stitchery retreat at the moment. We've had a lovely 2 days. This is our last day, sadly. And I've been blessed enough to have a little pop-up shop for a business that I've just started called Willowbrook Threads and Fibres. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll get all the latest updates. That's Willowbrook_threads_and_fibres, just to make it complicated. And we do a range of things, including mostly stitchy accessories. So I've got a whole bunch of lovely enamel needle miters.
Gorgeous. How much do you sell your enamel needle minders for?
They're all $12.
Yep, beautiful.
Some lovely thread rings, so you can put all your lovely flosses on them. I do a couple of differently sized project pouches, vinyl front, so you can tell easily what project goes into them.
This one's like sort of, if it's a beautiful like A5 size one, and these ones, she does them. Do you do them both ways or just the tall way?
Yeah, so
tall way and the sideways.
depending on how the fabric.
Well, yes, because I've got a landscape.
See, unfortunately for you guys, Tessa's basically sold out. This is all she's got left of what she bought.
Yeah, 2 or 3 left.
Yeah.
Of lots.
So really good.
Oh.
And recently, hubby has just started turning these beautiful spools
Wow.
Hand turned
and
in Australia. Yep.
these gorgeous scissor skips.
Aren't they stunning? They've got 2 different sizes, small and large, and they come in a range of different beautiful Australian woods.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you're interested in any of those wonderful products, please do give Tessa a check out at
Willowbrook.
You know us, we're all about promoting Australian cross-stitch things.
Yes.
And that's our mission. Well, my mission at Paddock Lane Designs and Shady Trees Stitches has the same mission, to make things available and affordable to Australians.
Thank you.
So we love it.
Wonderful job.
We have actually met Tessa. I think we met Tessa before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stitching the Mountains.
Yeah.
Stitching the
last
Mountains was
year.
probably the official meeting.
So,
yeah.
because you're on our Flosstube at the retreat, our retreat special, we have some questions we like to ask all our lovely people.
Excellent.
The first one you don't have prepared to show us, but we didn't tell you to, is have you done any stitching?
I have actually. I'm pretty good at putting my head down and doing stitching.
That's good. Awesome.
And what has been your favourite thing about this retreat in particular?
Oh, just meeting a new bunch of ladies. It's been good. Just meeting some more locals and just sitting and stitching and just having a great time. So yeah.
What about, because you're a regular to the DaisyChain,
Yes.
what is there anything this year that's been different or surprising or improved or?
Oh, that's really put me on the spot.
I know, that's what we do.
I think it's just such a great retreat. Like, I don't know if you can get much better. Like, it is what I expected. It was fantastic last year and it was fantastic again this year. So,
And it's not over yet. So
and it's not over yet. That's exactly right.
we'll let you get back inside.
Well, thank you very much.
And thank you for taking the time to let us interview you. And we'll look forward to seeing your goodies around in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, and our next special guest is Mel, otherwise known as Patchy Pony Stitcher.
Another regular to our DaisyChain stitching retreat and one of our Flosstube buddies who has no choice but to appear on our retreat Flosstube video.
We did ask, and she said yes.
Yeah.
Well, we did give her the option.
But we do also
Not
twist
really,
her arm
but-
and she doesn't really have a choice, no.
Yeah.
So
No.
we made her. Anyway, here we are. And,
Yes.
and again, just to point out, we have set ourselves up with the beautiful scenery of the Hunter Valley Vineyards behind us.
Yes.
So hopefully you're enjoying that. At least we still get good front light.
Yeah.
So Mel, what have you been up to at this retreat?
Like, have you actually done stitching?
I have. I've nearly done a finish, but I don't want to ring that bell. So I've left
You don't want to ring the bell.
No bell ringing.
I'll ring it for you.
No, I'm actually missing like a couple of threads, so that has to wait till home.
Okay.
2 new starts and working on kaleidoscope.
Nice, lovely.
Yes.
And you'll be able to check out the progress of all of them on Patchy Pony Stitches
You will.
Flosstube, which will be coming soon, because Mel's been really good, actually, at getting back into it.
Yes.
A lot more regularly than she had when we spoke to her last year. So go
This is
Mel,
true,
we've
this is
been
true.
impressed.
I think you tell a lie.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on, you have done some floss tubes this year.
I
and
have.
more than one.
I said more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so is there anything, being a DaisyChain tragic like us, that loves this retreat, is there anything this time that you found new and exciting?
New and I wouldn't say new, but what I like about this retreat is you know what to expect. So the expectations are met each and every time, and it delivers.
It does deliver. It's a fantastic retreat. It's such a nice laid-back feel. Like yesterday morning, I just was looking around and it's like everyone's just sitting and stitching and chatting. And then as we get into the evening, we get a bit more rambunctious. And
as the wine starts to flow.
Yeah, but that's okay. Because, this is a retreat where wine is given to you on the first day.
There's vineyards right behind us, so yeah.
Yes. So, what did you think about the retreat special design this year?
I love it. And I like that Mojo Joe has taken the time to give us a tutorial on the finishing, which I think a lot of people steer away from because they're just not confident to give something a crack. So having someone step you through it step by step by step and going, I can actually do this.
And that is Joe's mentality.
Yeah.
Mine too is like we are not professional finishers, but we need to finish being designers. So we want to get it done in the way that's easiest for people and showing people that it's not too hard. So I'm sure Joel might talk about that more when we bring her out. Yeah. But, it doesn't have to be as hard as you think it is, people.
No.
And I think if it is something that you can do yourself, you're not also having that added expense of sending it away to a finisher to do something. And at the end of the day, it makes it handmade and it makes it your own. Yes. That's what I like about those smalls that you can do yourself.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
All right, so do you plan to get any other stitching done today?
Yes, I've got I'm doing this afternoon, I'm doing my Liz Matthews first day of Christmas. Ooh. So I started that on Friday and I'm going to give that a red hot crack today. Awesome. And I'm loving it, yes.
So you're doing the full piece, not the tree?
No, I'm doing the trees.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing the trees. So I want to do
another
all 12.
way of finishing.
Yes, another way of finishing. I've done the scornews and I've done drums, so I feel relatively not out of my comfort zone doing a tree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us drag away from your stitching for a little bit to chat to the viewers. As I said, it's part of our mission to promote Australian Flosstubers and let people know that we do exist. And there actually are quite a few of us, and worth checking out. So please go and check out.
On saying that, yes, on my channel there is a list of Australian Flosstubers and it's quite extensive. You don't have to watch the video, you can just go and click on my description and all the links are there for, I think there's about 20-30 Australian Flosstubers.
Wonderful, and that's a great service that Mel's done for us.
I'll have to go check that one.
Yes. And our next lovely guest, of course, is the lovely Jo from Mojo Stitches, and who we also twist her arm to come and chat to us every DaisyChain stitching retreat.
Don't have to twist.
No. But thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And we know that you're enjoying the retreat and loving coming, but more importantly, you did another absolute stunner of a design for the retreat. And we thought we might get you to show and tell us a little bit about your retreat exclusive that continues on so nicely from last year's one.
Well, Teresa likes a daisy design, so I did a little slightly different daisy this time. This is called the Dove and Daisy Needlebook, and I have put together a little kit so that I love needlebooks because they're a lovely way to kind of honour your most important stitching tools, and they're really great to kind of stitch up as a quick little gift as well.
You've got to show the back as
I've got to show the back as well.
And
we did some eyelets and
some
things.
eyelets, so each time I'm sorry, putting it in front of your face. Each time there is a different stitch. So last year we learnt the lazy daisy, and this year we learnt the eyelet stitch, and just the simple stitches that are basic embroidery stitches that so many people are scared of, and they don't need to be.
No, it really just takes a little bit of practice, and there's a few tips I always put in, and this pattern may reappear at some other point.
Well, of course it will. It should. It definitely should. Now, you gave a lovely class about how to finish it. And I was telling in when we were talking to Mel, because she said how much she loved that class.
Nice.
And I was saying how your goal is to show people that it's not scary how to finish things.
Yeah.
So how simple is it to finish?
Very simple, actually. My brain works a little differently than most people's, and a lot of finishing I know is based on like quilting or dressmaking skills that can be a little bit intimidating for a lot of sort of cross stitchers who maybe don't have that experience. So the way that I do my finishing instructions is more kind of by eye, and some little tips and tricks to just avoid all the numbers.
Yes, and the really good thing about Jo's patterns as well is she gives absolutely detailed instructions on how to finish.
Oh, thank you.
Templates and everything you need to do. Well, I'm going to show you that I've actually got a SAF and I personalised Jo's pattern, not because I didn't like it.
Oh, no, I love that.
No, because I stuffed up. I'm happy to own it when I do. So my needlebook, there's my finish of the front part. But I had to personalise it because I actually stitched it the wrong way around. So this is actually my front. And so I had to make it more like a front. So I personalised it with the needlebook and DaisyChain Stitching Retreat 2024. So now I have a beautiful dove and daisy on the back and a needlebook on the front. And, you know, I actually, because it is so easy to finish, I do need, well, you can do it all by hand, but I would choose to do the putting the backing on with a sewing machine. I was tempted to get up this morning and do that bit so I could get an FFO, but then I went, no, that's ridiculous. So I didn't. I'm going to knock it over in Knock It Over.
Nice.
All the Wick warriors will know what that is.
Yep.
So thank you, Jo. Now, is there anything else exciting coming up in your world?
Oh, we happen to have a retreat coming up of our own, which luckily I remembered. End of November, beginning of December, the next Stitching in the Mountains retreat.
Summer retreat, yes. So that's next on your agenda and basically next on mine, although I actually have the first 2 weekends in November going to the Cross Stitches of Brisbane, up in Maroochydore, then down to Druin in Victoria for the Gathering retreat. So I've got 2 other retreats and then ours. But the next thing for me to actually organise is continue it. But like always, we love our retreat and we know what we're doing, and you know it's not stressful anymore.
No, I don't think it was ever super stressful. I think the first one was a little nerve-wracking, but it's...
So at the moment, people, if you are interested, there is currently 1 day spot available. If you're interested, it's $200. You go to mojostitches.com on her blog. She talks about the retreat and it says click here. You click on the word here and that will get you into the form where you can apply to take the day spot, find your own accommodation in the lovely Blackheath in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales, just west of Sydney.
It's worth applying for
a room.
For rooms and things as well, because there's often late cancellations and things. So totally worth doing.
We actually don't have the waiting list because I've just gone through it. So yes, there's room on the waiting list for people, but there is room for 1 or 2 days people really. There's one official spot, but
lovely for you to join us. It's a really relaxed, very small, intimate retreat. It's really fun.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time away from inside to join us.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you in a month.
Bye.
And our lucky last, of course, is the lady of the hour, Teresa. Miss DaisyChain herself.
Oh, yes. Been a big weekend.
It has, but you've knocked it out of the park, as always.
Thank you.
Do not have a single complaint.
Oh, thank you.
You know, fantastic.
Appreciate that.
Everything's been great. The goodie bag was the bomb, as always.
Yeah,
always something
it was
new.
fun, huh?
And it's amazing how many wonderful Daisy things you can come up
Oh
with.
my goodness!
Did I pick good branding or what?
You did.
I did.
And this year, as you'll see, whenever we put the video that we've made of the goodie bag, it's sort of like an extension of the daisy to the bees that are attracted to the daisies. So yeah, well done.
2 of my favourite things in the world.
Yes.
Daisies and bees.
Speaking of the bees, we raised funds for the bees.
We
Tell everyone about that. How did we go? What did we do?
We did. We've done Save the Bees Foundation, the last 3 retreats. We've done them and we raised over $1,000, which is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
People are so generous, but we've done it. This is the 3rd year in a row, and we've beat the record every year. So
wow.
People are very generous, and I really appreciate it because it's very close to my heart. And we all need to understand that without bees, there's no food for us to eat. So it's very important.
Yes.
And that's why we do it every year. But really generous. Really pleased.
So,
and when I tell them, it blows their mind. They get so excited.
What has been your favourite thing about this year's retreat?
This year, what's been my favourite this year? Probably my fabric going so well.
Yes.
And my favourite thing in the goodie bag. You're all going to think I'm weird. The thread winder.
Yes, that's really cool because I said to Zane...
The thread winder is life-changing, isn't it?
It is. And I said to Zane the other day from Ginger Stitch AU, which is who made them, I said to him the other day, you know what you need to make? You need to make a thread runner. He said, actually, I've just been having that conversation with Teresa. And he
Already
knew it was,
hit him up.
And he knew it was safe to talk to me about DaisyChain because we were involved in the original talk.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hit him up. I said,
Yeah.
you need to do these, and I'd like 80 of them, please. And he went, okay.
Yeah.
And then he said, what is it? What are they? And I was like, oh my God, how do you not know?
No, but there you go. It's really good.
It was a good idea, wasn't it? I thought it was too.
It was good. Look, it's been great. And you've had everything's been happy. Everyone's been happy. Everyone's been relaxed.
We've had glorious weather again.
We have all 3 days.
The weather turned it on.
But of course, because we're filming, the wind has picked up a little bit.
Yeah.
You get that.
That's all right. So tell everyone, what can they do about next year?
Next year, they could go on a wait list if they aren't here. They can put their name down on a wait list. They just need to email me at DaisyChain Stitchery at outlook.com.
Beautiful.
And I'll
the
put their
last
name down.
weekend of August.
The last weekend of August.
The dates will be 29, 30 and 31 of August 2025.
Wonderful. That makes me so happy. I can't wait. Can't wait. And I feel so lucky.
It comes around pretty quick though.
I just feel so lucky that my local retreat is run by a friend in a beautiful area.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
And I'm lucky that I have a friend that lives nearby, so I get
free
I get
accommodation.
easy accommodation. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time away from
You're
your
very
shop for a minute.
welcome. Thank
And
you
she
so
did
much.
actually do some stitching last night.
I think I put about 12 stitches in last night.
But when you
That's
are
some
the
stitching.
retreat organizer, you have a good excuse for not stitching.
Yeah, right. That was about all I got done. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
right.
I'm going to get a lot of
before the
stitching.
singing started.
Oh my goodness. You lot, fair dinkum. So
Teresa's
embarrassing.
Teresa's a very good singer, just to let you
Yeah.
know.
She wasn't last night, but anyway.
But she is a good singer. All right, guys. Well, thank you. And Jenny and I'll be back to wrap up soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
And now it's time for what you've been waiting for. What have Jenny and I been stitching? Well, you've already seen my stitching, and my sap is pretty good. And look, the actual official pattern was 504 stitches. And then I added my personalization on top of that, and I didn't actually count those stitches. So I did over 500 stitches while at the retreat, while running Paddock Lane Design Store and talking an awful lot to lots of lovely people.
Yes.
So that's my main stitching. And my other stitching I'm going to save to show you
Okay.
in a little bit.
Okay. Well, at this retreat, I didn't bring my phone out with me, so I haven't got the exact stats, but I know I did at least 300 stitches. I thought, okay, I'm a little bit behind, but I'm doing the retreat piece for 2022.
Yeah.
Now, I had started this last year in Italy, but I have been doing some more work on it this weekend, and I've done, at least 300 stitches, and I've even started, so that's where it's up to now. So you can sort of see where the hoop's been. So that's why I have actually started doing some of the back stitch and some of the elongated Smyrna crosses to fill in that bit. The idea being before I move the frame, but I figured I need to take it out of the frame so you can see where I'm up to. So I've been working on that one. So it's getting very close.
Yeah.
That's this weekend. And then during the week between JK's and this, I didn't actually do a whole lot of stitching. There was one evening spent reorganizing all the stuff that we got at JK's, like the shopping and the goodie bags and all the Stitchy kindness and everything, reorganizing to be able to pack it into Liz's car. But I did end up doing a little bit of stitching on my Deck the Halls by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So
This is the before photo.
this is what it looked like before, and now it says no now men instead
men.
of women. So I'm getting there. So still a long way to go, but I just pulled that out for some easy stitching one evening.
Lovely.
So a little bit of work on that one.
I'm going to be inserting, I'll insert a picture here of what I worked on during the week. I'll pop a little snippet in there. And also while I'm popping in, I'll pop in a video of a little snippet of what I stitched at the JK's retreat.
Okay, and then, this one, I did one thread on the ship after we filmed last time, like at the end of the cruise, and then I did another one thread at JK's. So,
No, it counts.
so yes, so a little bit more. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's okay. I'll put it in front of the project bag. So this is my Ink Circles Reflections of Paris. So two more threads of sparkles at the bottom. So yeah, one was working out this way, and the other one was filling in some of this bit here.
It's getting there, Jen.
Yep. And the main bulk of the stitching I did. So this was a new start the week leading up to JK's, and then stitching that I did at the retreat. So I started one of the Mill Hill houses because I already have the frame to finish it and everything. And the reason the frame's in the bag is because it's perforated paper and because it's a fabric project bag. I thought this way I'm protecting the perforated paper from getting bent while I'm stitching on it.
Very good thinking.
So just pull that out.
Pull it out with a needle minder.
Yep. So that's where I'm up to, and it's 600 and I don't know, a fair chunk. I gained I think probably about 300 or so at the retreat. Not a lot of stitching, but it's a bit fiddly, some of it. And also this retreat, this weekend we started at 10 o'clock on Friday, whereas JK's didn't start until a bit later on the Friday, so not quite as much.
Yeah.
Although it went longer on Sunday. Yeah.
It's about the same.
So that was a new start a week and a bit ago, and that's where I'm up to so far.
I am looking forward to seeing your stats at the end of this month, Jenny.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be stats to see, which is fantastic.
Yes, because
really
there's... Well, yeah, so I need to...
yeah.
I need to give you August and September stats.
You will,
because,
yes.
Because while we're on the cruise and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we'll get double the stats from Jenny at the end of the month.
Oh, and so we were just talking about Tessa's, or at some point in this video you will have seen. So this is my Tessa's bag that I bought from... Yes. It's not me at all.
No, but it was supporting Tessa.
Yes, and also, but that was from last year, the Stitching the Mountains retreat. Tessa sells the bags at the this quilt shop next door, and so that's where I went and bought this.
Yes. Lovely.
So that's all my stitching, but that's, I mean, for me, 4 different whips.
Yes. All right, so what else? I don't have any haul. Oh, I do have haul. But it's at home. Well, I'll be inserting my haul here, people.
You're going to be doing, well, as well as splicing together all the little snippety bits, you're also going to be doing various insertings.
The reason was, I've got my car and my whole shop fitted in my car on the way here. But on the way home today, I've got to take Lucy with me because she's staying at my place tonight. So I needed to make room for Lucy and her bags. So I took a whole bunch of stuff home yesterday and the day before. So
stuff that you have acquired has gone home.
Yes, so I will insert that and show you.
Yes.
What did you inquire or get?
Okay, so this is a whole mixture of stuff. So first off, Smalls Exchange.
Yep.
So I don't know if we have already, but if not, we'll insert photos of my piece that I finished, which very exciting. Lucy ended up getting, so that's very exciting. And the one that I got was made by Heather, and this is what I got. So it says DC for DaisyChain, and the pattern is, because she put a little card in, Set Free by Scattered Seed Samplers.
Lovely.
And she took the finished piece into the quilt shop and asked for some advice on choosing some fabric to match it, and then also got some help from the lady in the quilt shop on how to do a gusseted project bag. So,
very fancy,
and all finishing, like all the edges are covered over. It's amazing. It's wonderful work. And I'm very excited.
And since I'm putting stuff in, here's the Smalls table. Enjoy.
Okay, and then I've got a little bit more Stitchy kindness. So Margaret on my table was one morning, she said, pink or blue? Blue. So she has made these little quart containers that if it didn't have anything in it, you can fold it up and pack it flat for when you're traveling. And it came with some chocolate that may have been eaten already, and some threads, and some other little lollies, which is very sweet. And then Mel, Patchy Pony Stitcher, she, as well as doing cross stitch, has started doing some EPP, English paper piecing. So she's making some bag tags out of her EPP.
Lovely.
So that's my Stitchy kindness. And then there was a raffle. And unlike last weekend at Janet's, where Lisa's table, where I was not sitting, they pretty much everybody on the table won at least one raffle prize, if not 2 or 3 or 4, I think.
Everyone, well, yeah, but Michelle then gave it to people who didn't win. So everyone at the table ended up with a prize.
Yeah, whereas our table, we won one for the whole table. So 10 people on the table. Anyway, so this weekend, Liz won a raffle prize, I won a raffle prize, and then one of my numbers got called again, so I surreptitiously shoved it in Ned's direction, so she got one as well. And then one of her tickets came up, she got the very last one. So it was one of those ones where you could go up and choose what you wanted. So I chose, because a voucher from the Stitches merchant. I keep looking at that and going, I need to shop here, and never quite get it. Like I've looked a little bit at the website, but haven't ever got as far as putting stuff in my cart.
It's a very nice website and a beautiful shop. Tam was too busy stitching, so she didn't come on to be interviewed today, but definitely check out the Stitches Merchant as another Australian online needlework shop, and she does a fantastic retreat as well up in Glen Innes in May each year. And she's got some very well-known American people coming over for her retreat this year.
Yes, and then this morning, so Teresa's daughters and daughter-in-law came up with the brilliant idea that if people spent a certain amount in the shop this morning, they could get a raffle ticket to go into the draw to win next year's retreat for free.
Brilliant idea.
So I did a bit more shopping. I picked up another Q-snap, because now that I've got a few more project bags, I can actually start leaving my things on Q-snaps. And because you needed $30, and then I bought a couple more threads. This one, Cottage Blue, just because I thought the colour was really, really pretty. And then this one, which is Weeks Dye Works Meredith's Pink, which is a nice variegated pale pink, which I thought was a very good kind of skin colour thread to do my the Cross Stitch Nation. Yes.
She didn't tell me anything. She just walks up to me and goes like this. I was like, what are you doing? And she was trying to work out if this was too pink for my skin tone.
So I might need to find something else that's a little bit more tanned to do for some of the faces, but the majority of us, so me and Michelle and Sue, are all quite fair skin English. So that's and it's got just a little bit of variegation in it, so I think it's a really good skin tone kind of colour. So that's all. My bag is now empty.
So that's the stash acquisition for Jenny and me.
Yes, hang on. Oh, yes, okay.
I'm just straightening it. Don't worry, I'm not finished. I'm just trying to straighten this a little bit. It's, as usual, I've got us on a very nice little... You guys are actually sitting on my dye spot fabric trolley. I'll put a photo in here to see what you look like on the reverse. Just because it's so cute. It's amazing. People who think it's hard to make a floss tube, it's not. The editing takes time.
Yes.
The getting all the information written up each week takes time. But that's why Jenny and I split those jobs, because they're the painful jobs. The filming is pretty easy once we can get time to be together or online.
It's just a question of getting all your stuff together.
And I film mostly on my iPhone. So all right, that brings me to a quick bit of Paddock Lane Designs news. I know it's funny to have this on the end of the retreat video, but I don't want to wait for the next video because there's 2 very exciting things happening this week in Paddock Lane Designs. Well, firstly, not so exciting. We have got new... Stitching is my therapy. And a couple of other new designs are available on Paddock Lane Designs in the clothing section. All my clothing is a dropship method where I've got the designs there and you order them through my website and you pay the delivery, and it gets delivered straight to your house from the printer. So if you're ever going to buy the clothing or those sorts of things, I suggest you do them as a separate order, because otherwise you've got to pay double the shipping.
Yeah.
Because the shipping from me is for anything that comes from my house.
Yes.
And the shipping from these comes from them. So I recommend to get a couple at the same time, save on shipping, and
get together with a couple of friends, put in a bulk order.
Put in a bulk order. There's more designs coming. I'm finally getting a bit of a creative head again, which is good.
Speaking of,
what else I've been stitching on? This is a total new design, work in progress. But those who got my ornament, my advent box last year, I'm not doing one this year, would have seen my round ornaments.
Plastic. Yeah.
And so this is actually a new design, and it's going to be for my new Patreon. I am releasing a Patreon as of this week, basically. I will put more information up, but you'll be able to read all about it on Patreon once I launch it. I'll put it up on Facebook and things for you to find. But basically,
and I'll put it in the
description
information box. Yes.
Basically, there's 5 tiers. The reason
Wow.
the reason is that I am really bad at sending out my invoices for my fabric of the month.
Yes.
That's what started me thinking about Patreon. It's not that I think I'm the world's best designer and I need lots of people following me, but I'd like to get more people following me and enjoying my designs. So the bottom tier, which is the galahs, you guys for $5 a month can be a member of my Patreon. You'll get basically everything that I currently do on my Facebook group, giving you news, updates, sneak peeks of new releases, advance notice of my online sales, and there is going to be an online sale before the end of the year for my fabrics. Noisy motorbike. First one we've had though while we've been filming. You'll also get access to a once a month live Zoom chat with me if you want to come and meet and greet and chat with Stitches. Plus, you will get a ornament sized pattern for free included every month.
Okay.
That's for your $5 membership. And then if you go up to the next membership, I can't remember all the deets off the top of my head, but that one is going to have a lot more involved in it, including access to an exclusive merchandise store, discounts, and some other patterns and new releases and things for that. Then the 3 top tiers are for the people who like my fabrics. So the lowest level fabric is the nippers, and that's for the people who buy the fat 1/8 of my fabric. So they will have, for the same price basically of what they're paying now for the fabric of the month, they're going to get access to everything I've just told you about.
Yeah, all the previous tiers
from the highest level tier. So the second tier is the mates. So they will get everything the mates get, plus a fat 1/8 of fabric of their choice of Aida, linen or even weave each month. Then the next level up is the Sheilas, and the Sheilas are the even weave, are the Aida ladies who get the large, the 70 by 50 centimeters size one. And then the last level is the tall poppies. That's the linen and even weave ladies who get the large piece of fabric. So all the other Patreon perks are the same. The other Patreon perk that's really good is I'm also, as of next year, going to combine my yearly sale in there to the Patreon. So anyone mates and up can get access to the monthly installments of my Stitcher.
So the next room of the house.
The next room of the house, Stitch Along. So, and plus, other ideas that I may have from time to time. But I'm really excited. I think it's a way that will actually streamline my workload.
Yes.
And get things out to you guys that actually do like what I'm doing. And I really appreciate it. So that's, look for the information this week. And come on board. And it's the sort of thing that you'll be able to change between levels on Patreon. They automatically do the billing on the day you join. There is a thing though that I'd like you to join before the Apple thing comes in the beginning of November. That's why I've had to bring it forward. I was going to do this for the beginning of the year. The second exciting news is, and I'm going to stitch a picture here of the little flyer.
Yep.
We are having an Great Australian cross-stitch shindig on the Australia Day long weekend.
Yep. which is the last weekend in January.
And it is an opportunity for us to share the talents of our local homegrown cross-stitch community, of which there is quite a lot. We are small, but we are talented.
Yes.
And people don't know about us both in the country and out overseas. So we're going to do an online event that is going to showcase the talent of Australian designers, Australian cross-stitch retailers, and also Australian floss tubers. So keep an eye out for the posts about that and get on board. It's going to be fun, and I will release details once I've got everyone secured in. I've had to announce it a little bit earlier than I wanted to because lots of people are excited about the idea. So yay!
Well, yes, having just had 2 retreats, 2 weekends in a row, she's been talking to lots of people about this idea. And yes.
So I'm just putting it out there that it's happening. The Great Australian Cross Stitch Shindig. Shindig being an Australian word for party, which brings me to our next section of the day. Shindig is our Australian word of the month.
Week, month, whatever. Yes. Australian word of the Flosstube. Yes.
We were trying to work out what we were going to put for this event because it's basically like a showcase of Australian cross-stitch talents.
Yeah, but showcase is a bit too formal. It's not friendly enough.
And it's not really a retreat. It's like what people call an online retreat, because you'll be able to go and you'll be able to meet people and you'll be able to shop and you'll be able to do all the things you do at a retreat. Yeah. But that's boring and not Australian.
Yes.
So we were looking for words that could mean something similar.
Yeah.
So
with a bit of fun and party thrown in. So shindig sounded the best fit.
But some of the other words we had.
Yes.
We had hullabaloo.
Yes.
One word. That's an Australian fun name for a party.
Well, I'm not sure it is
necessarily
Australian, but yeah.
Anyway, it's one that we use.
Yes.
There's another one that you like. It starts with P.
Yes, palaver, which is you're making a whole palaver out of that. Like it's a bit making a mountain out of a molehill, or talking rubbish.
Yeah.
But it's also we have a Cub Leaders weekend networking. Camp for the weekend that's also called palaver.
Another one, we could have done like bush bash.
Yeah.
And there are a few others.
But not everyone in Australia lives in the bush.
No.
So,
I'm trying to think what some of the other ideas we had for the party, the shindig.
Thingo.
The thingo.
Because in Australia, a lot of words you either put O or E. So you could also have thingy, but a thingy is when you can't remember the name of something. Yeah. But a thingo is more
an event. It's something that happens. So we were trying to find Australian words for events.
Yes. And on the well, not quite on that, but still on the Australianisms. If we haven't already shown it on the brag table, there was someone has stitched an Australianisms.
Actually, that's an original design from one of the designers that's going to be attending the Great Australian Shindig. So you can look forward to something along that vein coming out at the Great Australian Shindig.
Yes, and it's got the whole thing, which a lot of people who are not Australian get confused about.
Well, it is understandable. We're not going there today. Today's all about shindig.
Shindigs.
So please keep an eye out on the socials, spread the word, and you'll find out and come and join us. It should be an absolute fun weekend.
Yay!
Okay, so I think
one last thing we forgot in our goodie bag. We also all got name tags with a little daisy on them.
I know mine didn't make it to the shirt today. Everyone knows who I am anyway. It's all good.
I know pretty much everyone knows who we all are by this time in the retreat.
All right. So following on this farewell will be any other videos or pictures from the retreats. Show you. I did take a lot of videos of what everyone was stitching, so you can see what they're stitching. So enjoy the music, enjoy the view, see what people are stitching. The brag table. Whatever else I put on, some photos, and I will look forward to probably catching you with Jenny at the end of the month.
Yeah,
that'll be the next time we're together. All right,
but not together, remotely together. Together will be the beginning of November.
Yes. So we got another road trip planned for you then. It's going to be November's going to be epic in the Paddock Lane design shaded trees stitches.
Space.
A bit like August has been. Let's bring on a quiet September 1st. October. Sorry.
Yes.
October, which is Knock It Over in Whit Warriors Land. We've got the launch of Leg 6 coming. There's lots of things happening. So happy stitching, everyone.
Bye.
hair off.
Beautiful. I think I got it upside down.
That's gorgeous.
This one is
Are you going to do them
done.
all like in a row or?
Oh no, I'll do them separately and do it seasonally.
Alright guys, here's a bonus at the end of the video, even though we've ended off, because I have the lovely Lucy in the car again.
Hi.
And we had the lovely Lucy in the car on the way back from JK's retreat last weekend. And I thought it might be really fun to get a feel for a comparison from someone who is a seasoned retreat goer and went last weekend and went this weekend, to let us know what she enjoyed about the DaisyChain retreat in particular, because both retreats were fantastic and awesome, but they were very different.
Absolutely, very different indeed. I think this one was set up a little bit better. I think there weren't so many people to a table, so you had a little bit of room, but it was so pretty. Oh, I can't believe how pretty it looked, you know, with all the decorations and everything. There'd been a lot of work put into it to make it look very, very nice.
Yes, the presentation is always top notch at the DaisyChain retreat. Teresa gets a great buzz out of doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that they really did put a lot of effort and yeah, just looks fabulous. So that's for the first thing you walk in, you're just like, wow, it just, yeah, stunning.
So did you get much stitching done this weekend?
No, I never get much stitching done at retreats. I'm too busy talking and looking at things and socialising and just being with people.
Yes, it's great fun. Did you make any sash acquisitions this weekend?
Yes, one should. I can say I don't need to buy anything, and I was looking like I'm not buying, no, and then I saw some pretty fabric that was really nice, and a few, just a couple of needle minders and just little bits and pieces, but it certainly does add up, that's for sure.
It does, but hey, you're now all retreated out for the now, and when is your next retreat, Lucy?
My next retreat is at the start of November for the Cross Stitches of Brisbane, which I go to every year. That's my local retreat, and it's a lot of fun.
That's good. Well, I'm going to be seeing Lucy there, so you guys will see Lucy there as well. She's one of the ones who I drag into videos at the Cross Stitches of Brisbane. So anyway guys, that's it from us. Enjoy the photos and happy stitching.
Bye.